I really enjoy being vulnerable. I love sharing every aspect of my life that most people wouldn't. Maybe because those aspects might be too boring, too private, or just not important enough. But along with vulnerability, I have been thinking a lot about how my life would be different if certain things would have never happened. For example, I quit my full-time corporate job a little over 3 months ago to pursue photography full-time. And I also went through a very difficult breakup 2 months ago. But if it hadn't been for those two things together, I would have never booked a flight to New York on a whim to go for my first time. I would have never met my longtime and very talented videographer friend, Elvis. He would have never taught me film, and I would not be sitting here today filming right now. Not only that, I would have not filmed the last 7 days. That's pretty wild. When I first started this project, my goal was just to film one day in my life, put pretty little music over it, edit it, and call it a day. However, when I finished filming the first day, I sat down and I felt like something was missing, and after talking to my friend, we both agreed that I needed to film more. This first day of filming was definitely the longest. I found myself trying to find ways to make it look exciting or at least visually appealing. Most of my experiences as a photographer and not a videographer, so this new form of storytelling was a very uncomfortable experience for me because when I sat down to edit, I kind of found my life to be pretty boring, which is sad to say, but it's true. However, it has given me a new perspective and appreciation towards something so mundane, like watching someone cook or spend time with their dog. Fun fact about me, I enjoy being in front of the camera just as much as I enjoy being behind it, and one of my goals this year was to model more. But if I'm being honest, I still struggle a lot with my self-image. If it's not the left side of my face, I tend to immediately hate the photo or video. I would find myself saying, why do I look like that? Which is why you'll always see me fixing my hair or only filming on my left side, which sucks, but I'm working on it. Have you noticed that every day in this video has its own song? I get a lot of my creative inspiration from music. When I went into the studio to film this fun little video to help promote my photography and also the studio itself, it all came because of this song I listened to. And the idea just kind of popped in my head. I could envision the full thing. And so I went into the studio and I spent 4 hours in here just filming different clips, trying different things, failing, succeeding, just really trying to see how far I could take my creativity. And it taught me a lot, and it was so much fun, and it's really cool seeing myself have such a great time. I'm currently getting ready for a wedding. I will be shooting today. It'll be an 8-hour wedding. This is the outfit I have. My comfiest shoes, getting everything packed, and double bolster here. Not sure if I'm gonna film. Harry is not excited for me to leave. He hates it when I leave. But just getting ready. Hello. Actually, I need to get in front of this light. You know, I only like my left side. This is a conundrum, but it's my conundrum. Finished my last session of the day. It's pretty good. Pretty good. By day 6, everything was starting to slow down for me in terms of this project. I was still trying to figure out what kind of story to tell, as it was starting to mold and evolve into something completely different. Do you want what? Do you want a treat? During this week of filming, I had been going to church just about every night for this event that they have once a year. It's a beautiful event where music is played, baptisms happen, and we just relish in the goodness of God. My relationship with God hasn't been a linear path, but I'm very happy with where I am now, and I'm excited to share more with you guys soon. By this day, I was having a really hard time filming. I just didn't really see the point. I felt so lost because I was very confused as to what kind of story I was going to tell. So in my sadness, I decided to spend some time with my friend and get my hair done and tell her how I was feeling. My biggest fear was sharing a story that wasn't worth telling, and I'm really scared of failing at something that I do. You can even see my hands fidgeting here because I carry so much self-doubt, but I'm grateful for the friends I have that bring me back. When I say that I'm tired, I don't mean like, oh my god, I'm just so tired doing this. Like, no. On the contrary, I'm so passionate about what I'm doing right now, and I am enjoying it so much that I have so many ideas in my head. I'm making them all happen in a time frame that might just not be realistic or feasible, although in my head it just kind of is. And life keeps happening, and it gets in the way of my timetable. I'm tired. I feel burnt out. Not necessarily like physically, just mentally burnt out. And not in a stressful way. It's a passionate burnout. It's not a burnout where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and it's a burnout where I'm like, bro, I have no steam left, but I want to keep running. I want to keep going, but I need to rest. You know when you want something and God is like, no, you're not ready for that. But you're like, no, I'm ready. I promise I'm ready. I'm full steam ahead. I'm excited. Maybe I'm not ready, but if God's putting it in my heart and He's making the way, I'm going to work hard. But I'm going to take a moment to sit on this rock before I keep walking. My refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. My parents have always had this psalm open wherever we've lived. I actually have a second Bible, and I have the psalm open right over there at all times. It's a form of protection. It's a very powerful psalm. My mom, whenever I call her and things aren't going well, she's like, ¿Por qué no te pones a leer un salmo? Lee el Salmo 91. I have been such an emotional wreck these past few days, and I don't know why. But I guess that's very fitting given that this story is about vulnerability. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And just like watering a plant, a week of pouring into this video comes to an end.
When I first went into this project, I never thought it would become this big of a thing. What started as a boring day in my life quickly became a video about vulnerability. And although this video is coming to an end, through this experience and process, I have decided to start telling more of my stories. And I'm calling them stories because that's where I'm most vulnerable, is on my Instagram stories. I love sharing multiple aspects of my life with my followers, clients, and friends. As I meditate on the past week, this journey has taught me a lot about myself. Although I had a lot of fun with this experience, I still went through a lot of frustrations, anger, and confusion because I didn't know what I was creating, and then when I sat down to edit it, I just had a hard time with it. And I'm realizing now that I need to enjoy the journey along with all of its frustrations and issues just as much as the destination. And even though I am 26, I still have a lot more growing to do.
And I honestly don't know how to end this video. And I'm sure I'll figure it out as I go through this new journey. But I'll leave you with this. No matter what it is that you're going through, and this is something that I tell all of my clients, especially my clients that are getting married, enjoy the stress, enjoy the suffering, enjoy the challenges just as much as you're enjoying the happiness and the surprises and all of the things that you're looking forward to. Because before you know it, it's gonna be gone, just like that. So enjoy it, take the time to live now. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Alright, I think that's what we're gonna call it. See you then!